Over the years, I've played a lot of video games, and I mean a lot. I own well over 400 games on my PC alone. There are good and bad games among them, but this series is dedicated specifically to those games that I had fun playing. Welcome to Worth a Shot, the show where I'll talk about the games I really enjoyed and tell you why you might want to give it a try as well. Today, we'll take a look at Smite, a free-to-play MOBA developed by Hirez-Studios. No, don't go away just because I said free-to-play MOBA. This one is different, I promise. Just thought it might be a good idea to start with a game that you can try completely for free. So, let's try that again. Smite is one of the more popular MOBAs right now, alongside League of Legends and Dota 2. But Smite gives the genre a few interesting twists. For one, all the playable characters in the game are gods and goddesses from many different pantheons. This is a fairly interesting concept, considering that the developers can actually draw from some source material here instead of just making up everything about the lore and the characters of the game. All the gods in the game are represented fairly accurately to their depictions in real life, and even their abilities are based on their tales and myths. So, if you have any interest in this theme whatsoever, you might want to check this game out. As you might have gathered from the footage in the background already, you also don't play from a top-down view, but from a third-person perspective instead. This changes the gameplay up quite a bit. For one, you can only see the area directly in front of you, which means that checking your map becomes much more important. But the most drastic change that comes from this perspective is the fact that every basic attack and almost every ability in the game is a skill shot, because you actually have to aim each attack and ability. In return, that also means that almost every attack and ability can be dodged if you react fast enough. This basically makes for a faster paced and more action-oriented style of gameplay compared to other games of this genre. Smite offers many different game modes, which are ranging from 1v1 all the way up to 5v5, and even include 3 ranked game modes for single players or teams of 3 or 5 people. If you like the laning gameplay of MOBAs, you have the choice between Joust, a 3v3 game mode with 1 lane and a jungle, Siege, which is designed for 4v4 matches on 2 lanes, Conquest, which is your standard 5v5 with 3 lanes in the jungle, or Clash, which features 2 lanes with a small battle area in the middle. If you're just up for killing people, you should join the arena, where you can fully satisfy your bloodlust, as the main objective here is to reduce the enemy team's tickets to 0 by killing minions and gods alike. And if you just want to mess around and have fun, joining Assault is probably your best bet. Everyone gets a random god and hops on the only lane. Oh yeah, also no going back to base until you die. Alternatively, you can also queue for the game mode of the day for some utter madness. This mode changes every day with some insane modifiers and restrictions. In case all of this seems to be a bit daunting at first, don't worry. Smite has a really good tutorial mode that will teach you the basics of all the different classes and game modes. Now, before we get to the business model, I want to quickly talk about the leveling and progression system that Smite uses. At the end of each game, you will earn XP, favor, and worshippers. XP is used to level up your account up to level 30. Once hitting max level, you will be granted access to the ranked game modes. Favor is the free-to-play in-game currency which is used to buy new gods and recolor skins for the gods you own. Worshippers represent the progression with individual gods. As you earn more worshippers, you will gain mastery ranks which will grant access to gold, legendary and diamond skins as you continue to gain masteries. You'll also need to acquire at least 1 mastery rank on gods you want to play in ranked matches. This ensures that everyone has at least a basic understanding of a god's playstyle and abilities before jumping into ranked. Smite's business model is probably one of the most consumer-friendly ones out there when it comes to free-to-play games. Once you create your account, you'll be given 5 gods for free. Those gods are the same for everyone and include 1 god of every class in Smite. Additionally, there's a free god rotation that includes another 5 gods. This rotation switches weekly, giving you a good amount of time to try these gods out for yourself before buying new ones. At the point of this recording, there are currently 77 gods available to play in Smite, with new gods being added regularly. The cost of the gods are usually around 9500 favor, which can be earned relatively quickly if you play enough. Alternatively, you can also acquire new gods with gems, which are the currency that can be bought with real money. Gems can also be used to buy voice packs, skins, event items, avatar pictures and boosts for your account. You don't really have to buy gems to get everything though. If you log into the game daily, you will receive 50 gems per week as well as a good amount of favor. Occasionally, there will also be special events that will award gems for completing certain actions like winning a specific amount of games. If you do plan to invest money into this game, however, I recommend to pick up the Ultimate God Pack for $30 or your regional equivalent. This will grant you access to all current and future gods in the game. It will also refund some of the favor you have used to buy gods up to this point. This is probably the best value for your money you can get in this game. And that is basically all I have to say about the game without going into too much detail. But with more than 600 hours put into this game, I can wholeheartedly recommend this game, especially to people who have played any of the other MOBAs out there and want to try something a little different. Also, as with most multiplayer games, this one is even more fun when playing with some friends. So I recommend you grab some buddies and give this game a shot. It is free after all. Congratulations! You've made it to the end of the video. If you enjoyed it, feel free to drop a like, check out my other videos or subscribe to my channel. And if you didn't, the other button is right there as well. But if you disliked the video, be sure to tell me why so I can improve in the future. But that's all for today, so I'll see you in the next one.